Hi, my name is Patrick. Today we're going to talk about fundraising. Now, fundraising is hard, and anyone that tells you otherwise has either never raised funds or has gotten really, really lucky. In any case, what it implies is coming up with the idea, writing a business plan, mastering a pitch, building slide decks, and this takes a lot of time. When you're raising cash, you need to look at a few things, and perhaps the most important, and what's going to give you an idea of how much cash you're going to raise, is your cash flow. A negative cash flow means you need to raise money. How do you identify this? Well, you need to make a financial model that plans out your business over, say, 3 to 5 years. And then you're going to look at how you spend money in function of when you start generating revenues. And you're going to determine how much money you need to raise. So when you go see an investor, they have an idea of how much money you're going to raise and what that money is going to be used for. And what that money is going to be used for is extremely important. When you raise money, you have to think about dilution. And what dilution is that when a new investor comes in, they're going to make your total percentage of equity held less than what it is today. And that's not necessarily a bad thing because it increases the total value of the company. There's no rule for how much equity to give and how much money to raise. A general rule for how much money you need to raise, although it's still not a concrete rule, is that you should have enough money for 18 months of operations. How does financing work? Well, it happens in several steps. The first step is called seed financing. Seed financing is a small amount to get going. It's to build a prototype, to hire a few people to work with you at the very beginning. And once you can prove that your prototype has some sort of purpose and solves a problem or addresses a need on a certain market, then you can think about raising a bigger amount. And the bigger amount is called a Series A round of financing. A Series A round of financing helps you begin growing your business and attain an early adopter market. There's a couple of different types of investors that you should look at. If you're looking for small amounts of funding, you should consider business angels. Business angels are people that regularly invest in small companies at a very early stage with smaller amounts, between usually $50,000 or euros to up to $500,000 or euros, and sometimes more. The second are venture capital funds. And venture capital funds are institutional funds that have investors themselves. People give money to the fund so that it can be reinvested in startups or in small companies. These amounts can range from $1 million or euros, all the way up to $200, $300 million or euros. Again, depending on the evolution of the company, your growth, your revenues, and the expected value in the future. Regardless of whether you're raising money with business angels or venture capital funds, what you really need to think about as well is that the investors share a common vision and common values, just like your team. This is going to help reduce the amount of conflict. You're obviously going to encounter problems along the way, and you really don't want a friction with your investors. You want to be able to be open with them, and you want not only their money, but you want their advice, and you want them to open their network to you. So being candid and transparent are incredibly important, and you need to find people that you can do that with. And those people are generally people that share the same vision as you.